Welcome to the next video on biases of the mind. In this one I'm going to talk about perceptual adaptation and hedonic adaptation. So let's start with the vocabulary of the lesson. Make a pause, learn these words. The next slide, and let's start. We'll now jump to the next annoying feature that really messes up all those happiness judgments we have. That's the fact that our minds are built to get used to stuff. We just have these minds that adapt over time and habituate. We can see this really well in a situation of perceptual adaptation. Have you ever been in a super dark room for quite a long time, where you walk out into the light and all of a sudden you are just startled with the bright light? Well, your visual system has adapted to being in the dark so much, so it just assumes the dark is going to be there. This happens in the context of light, and this also happens in cool ways in the context of color. And I am going to demonstrate you that. Now, get closer to your screen so that you could get the full effect. What I want you to do is to turn the image at the following slide full screen and stare at the middle of it as much as possible. And what I am going to try to do is to habituate and let your color receptors adapt to assuming this color that you are looking at is just the color you see in the world. So be staring at it really intensely. Stare, stare, a little longer, stare. When I get rid of the image, if this works, you should see a really brief after image of the opposite colors that come on. Your brain has assumed so strong that those colors were there that as soon as they go away, assumes the other colors might be there even though it's just white. Basically, this is this phenomenon of perceptual adaptation, and it is the same in the context of hedonics, in the context of what makes us happy. It's not like we just get a stimulus and it's there and we notice it all the time. Eventually we just get used to it. And this is the phenomenon of hedonic adaptation. This is this process of becoming accustomed to both positive stuff and negative stuff, so that the effects you get from that emotionally don't work as well over time. This is the thing that makes a lot of the awesome stuff we see not as awesome. We see some hedonic stimulus and think, I'm going to get this and it's going to be awesome. And the more I get of it, the more awesome it's going to be. And the fact is, this is just wrong. The problem with all these awesome things is that once we get them, they tend to stick around. You get a new job, you are going to be in that job for a while. You buy awesome stuff, a new car, a house, you meet the person of your dreams, these things stick around. You get used to them, they become the new normal. They stop bringing you the happiness that you expect. And they reset your reference point for the future. So this all is kind of sad, right? But there are ways to bring these effects to a necessary balance. And I'm going to talk about them in a set of videos about resilience and in more detail at my classes of English and psychology. Well, for now you are watching the series on misconceptions of the mind, and there are more coming. So see you next time. Bye.